Alright, we're trying Toxapex today. I've been playing all day today, basically. If you see all these Pokemon, I've just been trying, like, everything under the sun. No pun intended. And then I lost a lot. I hit rank 8,000 on ladder, which was, like, pretty bad for me. Like, I dropped a lot. And then I was like, okay, well, let me, like, start doing Venusaur teams again. And then I'm, like, rank 400. So the main thing I'm trying... So before I had this notion that, like, I don't want Incineroar and Porygon 2 together because they're both weak to fighting. But I haven't liked Gyarados as an Intimidator. This one has Moxie, but I haven't liked Gyarados as an Intimidator. It just doesn't pivot as well as I wish it would. And I've been liking Porygon 2 a lot more than Dusclops lately. Just because the teams I've been running a Trick Room user on, it's not like the main game plan for them. It's an option. It's something you do half the time. It's something to beat other Trick Room teams. But Dusclops has that thing. It's like, okay, well, if I don't get Trick Room up, or like if I can't get Trick Room up, I'm pretty useless. Where Porygon could just start try attacking you, basically. It's just more threatening, is what I'm getting at. So if I'm gonna have Incineroar and Porygon, then I'm gonna want another fighting resist. Now, while Venusaur is a fighting resist, Venusaur doesn't like pivot into attacks very well, and Togekiss is usually like alongside Pokemon. It doesn't switch in for Pokemon, so Togekiss it works, but I do want a second one because so commonly I lead Togekiss and Porygon 2, and I want something to switch into Porygon 2 if it's too threatened, and then take hits. So Primarina is the most natural thing to like fill out the Fire, Water, Grass core, like Venusaur, Incineroar, Primarina. But I've already used Primarina a lot, so I just want to try different stuff, and yeah, that different thing is Toxapex. I think Toxapex is going to be pretty bad, but it also does kind of like fit the bill of what I want. And sometimes you just have to do that, you know, you just have to try it out. Nice. I'm gonna have to show y'all this whiteboard that I've been using for VGC practice. It's like pretty crazy. Let's see what else I want to try. I want to try Corviknight. I want to try Moongus. I think like double grass poison might actually be kind of legit in a weird way. Azumarill's interesting, although I need to find something other than Belly Drum. Like my Life Orb's already tied up, so like maybe Choice Band is a thing. Maybe that's interesting. Maybe it's just Expert Belt, honestly, and like give it Ice Punch. I also want to try Water Urshifu because now that this is Porygon 2, my team's like, if you look at the team, like only Torkoal is great in Trick Room, but I'm Body Press Torkoal, so it's like it's also in that hybrid space of doesn't need Trick Room. So like if I go like my Incineroar and Porygon 2 are min speed right now, but if I just put them at neutral speed, I could play like a fast Pokemon here and then just have Porygon 2 against Tailwind, Weather, and other Trick Room teams, which is fine by me. So I need to open myself up to faster water types too, and faster fighting resist Pokemon. Okay, so they are Trick Room, Sun. Wait. Huh. Okay. Sleep Powder might be a problem. I think we're gonna have a Venusaur Mirror. But the thing is, the trick is I won't bring sun. That's the funny thing about the Venusaur mirror is like, you don't really want to bring sun. I'm trying to think. My team would really want terrain control, but I think the reason people want terrain control is because there's no good terrain control. Like these psychic terrain and Rillabooms would not be as good if like there was one other good terrain setter. They're so good right now is because once you get terrain up, you basically you're just in the money. You like guarantee that you're good on terrain. Okay, so that's poison psychic. So I've learned if I'm against NDD Hatterini, Max Quake is actually really strong. So that's kind of what I've been trying lately. Maybe I should have let Incineroar. This might not even, yeah, this might not even be close to KOing, which is actually fine. Because you don't really want to kill the NDD, to be honest. Like, not the first one. Okay. So now they're going to do the Expanded Forest game. Need to get the Vine Lash up. So not expecting that. Does it use KO? No. Yeah, because I got this badass boost. Should have maybe actually Max Quake. This is a nice safe time to get the Vine Lash up though. Like kind of waste a turn, but I mean, if they went for double Expanding Force, it's like, that's kind of what I was insulating myself versus. So I think my play was fine. This is a problem. Okay. I guess I need to go after the Torkoal just so it can't get like another eruption off on me. But this is gonna hurt. Oh, thank God it didn't hurt that much. Oh, but on the other hand, I really should have followed me. Oh, but they max use, so that's good. Should maybe swap that Incineroar, honestly. Whoa. Oh, I'll just pick up the Oko. That's sweet. Down for that. Alright, I want to try to reverse this thing. Urshifu would. Okay, let's see. Kind of down low again. Nice. Getting the good one. Two turns of Trick Room. It's the Dark Urshifu. Okay. I mean, part of me wants to just say, like, F it. Yeah, I don't need a reverse Trick Room. I'm just gonna try attack. This is gonna be kind of tight, actually. I think the Try Attack, I don't know. I forget if Slowbro is specially or physically defensive. Yeah, it's not like squishy, but it's squishier. Okay. Whoa, that hit way harder than I thought it would. But then we did that, so it's cool. And then they did that, so that's cool. Oh, wait, okay, we're in the money now. Alright. I get to fake out and... No, I can't fake out, actually. But they can't do spread moves, so... So I can't fake out, but I guess I do... I mean, I'll just launch Try Attack, close combat. That should be game. Should have recovered. We should still be fine though. Is it actually strictly better to recover? Yeah, I guess so, because like I know 100% that I'm moving first in this Trick Room. So yeah, I definitely should have recovered. Not that it matters too much, but I need to like get in the habit of that. Because with Dusclops and Pain Split, I never got punished for playing that last turn of Trick Room correctly. Wow, Incineroar survives that? Either attack would have KO'd though. Alright, that was a nice game. Yeah, the like NDD, I've been noticing like when I like don't kill the NDD, it's just like so much easier. Because they just like awkwardly sit on this turn. It's like the one thing you gotta watch out is like, especially to get like max Quake defense boost, you do you commit your Dynamax early, so like you have to be careful about that. But the thing is it's like it's less of a big deal. Like if you're against a normal team and they Dynamax later, and you didn't just like get 2 KOs, like it usually means you're in a bad spot. But with the Trick Room, their team is so scripted that it's just like you can literally predict every turn, because like their team's basically like really bad at swapping and doesn't actually have much support. It's just like they go all in on their support to get Trick Room up, and then they just need like 3 sweepers, and they just have to try to KO you to death, which is it's just very linear. Sometimes it boils down to like, did you get a good protect off or not? But like you never have to worry about like, oh, they might switch in their flying type into my ground move. It's like, no, they won't. They're gonna get trick room up. Like, okay, so this is a weather mirror with some Volcarona stuff. It's actually kind of a hilariously good Toxapex game. So I want to go like something like this. No, Incineroar is really bad actually. I want to go something like this. This actually might be ridiculous in like a bad way. But I need to try Toxapex. I mean, like, Toxapex in the thumbnail. GG. Volcarona NDD. Okay. I hate this. I mean, my only Dynamax is Venusaur, so... They're also like 100% setting up a Quiver Dance. It's possible I should have just went for the Trick Room if I'm Vine Lashing into that spot. At the very least, I should have attacked the, whatchamacallit. We'll see. I really messed up with my Porygon move. Okay. If it was Focus Sash, that would have been really bad for us. I don't know, maybe we freeze. Paralyze. The damage is decent. Yeah, playing around the Imprison is so annoying, because, like, if they're smart, they just don't go for it. Okay, well... I'm just gonna, like, sack Venusaur, basically. And then if you try to get smart by thinking I'm gonna go Max Guard, then you just get, like, way punished. But I'm expecting Venusaur to die. Yeah, I should have clicked Trick Room, just because it's so much higher value than if you it's like, okay, Vine Lash is KOing NDD, so I either try attack Volcarona or click Trick Room. If I try attack Volcarona, it's whatever. If I click Trick Room and it goes off, I don't know, I'll win the game. Like, it's kind of crazy. Okay. Now, how do we win in Trick Room? They have a Rotom with Nasty Plot. I think we're gonna have to KO that Rotom. how do we KO the Rotom? That's a good question. I like yawning it. I like yawning both of the Pokemon actually. Ooh, yawn into a switch is really nice. Some good recovery. So now Toxapex is actually clear to come in. Even though they're probably swapping out Polytip, but I'm fine with that. Because now I get to Toxic the Rotom, and if the Rotom needs to like set up and all that, then... Yeah, Toxic and Vine Lash is pretty cool. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing now with Toxapex, but we'll see if I play it right. Okay, that was good on me. Poison. We got one more turn to Trick Room. I'm gonna recover again. I'm gonna stockpile here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna protect and stockpile. Yeah, I think I'm playing for this like crazy stockpile in game now, because the Volcarona doesn't scare me anymore. Not really as long as I could just like weather this Rotom wash and like get the toxic ticking up. The toxic will start ticking up like really badly soon. That was a good rising voltage. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was a tough call right there. Yeah, if I body press into Rotom there, I win the game. Oh, Parashon's, it's over. Yeah, the Parashon's really bad too. Huh. Dang it. Alright, we lose. Yeah, so if we body press Rotom, honestly, can we even beat the Parashon regardless? So yeah, like Rotom is basically like, would get KO'd right there to body press. I think we still lose to Parashon though. Yeah, Toxapex can't really do anything against Parashon. Ooh, that's like something good to learn, right? It's like, oh well, there's a lot of Politoed right now. So you kind of by default like have this Pokemon that can't really beat Politoed. Alright, let's do one more. I'm gonna again try to force Toxapex. That was like pretty interesting. I never really, because I only started playing this year VGC at all, so like yeah, I've never seen like Toxic in action basically. Okay, Chansey is the very low defense. Okay. And they have Parashon and Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn can't be good for Toxapex, right? Because you can't poison it. Okay, so unfortunately with Parashon and Ferrothorn, yeah, and the Slowbro, the Psychic Poison, yeah, I can't really do Toxapex this game. So sorry, I'm still gonna be clickbaiting with the thumbnail. Seems like some pretty clean Venusaur nonsense to me. Kind of like leading Incineroar. Then we want Porygon 2 or Togekiss. They have Poison, but we want Togekiss for Ferrothorn. Maybe. So it's a little worse if they just like have the Kingdra lead, but I think we could deal with it. I'm not worried. Yeah. Yeah, like I just want to close combat into that Chansey. Maybe I probably should Darkest Lariat into it. No, I think close combat actually plays. We're Fine Lashing there. Close combat here. We're gonna take one Hurricane or Max thing. You know what I need to try? I need to try Choice Specs Kingdra, actually. That's what I need to try. Need to write that down, actually. Or I'm gonna write this down. specs, Kendra. I'm gonna circle it with my red Sharpie. Oh, the Kingdra might KO the Incineroar, although my Incineroar is AV, so... Let's see, Max Wormwood. Fascinating. The attack drop's annoying. Fine Lash. Heal Pulse. Okay. Oh, how fast is Chansey? $50? Wait, this whole Pokemon's obnoxious. Well, now I know that I got a free Torkoal swap. Dude, this Chansey Pokemon's crazy. Yeah. Does Heal Pulse go through that? You think they're gonna keep that Chansey in? Probably not worth finding out. There's no way they keep that Chansey in. Yeah, I know your games. Hurricane, Draco Meteor, Water Pulse. Yeah, I need to do these specs things. The Geyser. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do. I don't want to do the sun swap because I feel that's a bit too obvious. Yeah. Although I'm gonna do like what, 7 damage to Chansey? Physical. That explains why I didn't do that much. Okay. Oh, is physical Kingdra like interesting? No, it can't be. But it did softball. Okay. Alright, I need to start putting my efforts to sleep. So this is the thing with Chansey. It's not doing anything. Like nothing's stopping me from that. I can see why that Pokemon's so much better in singles now. Oh. Cool. I mean... what do you want me to say, man? Okay, so... quick draw. Quick draw. Quick claw. Poisoner. Okay, well. If you would have hit the Torkoal, that would have actually been kind of problematic. How much does the body press do? That's what I need to know. So let this, okay, it's super, oh my god, you have so much health. So now I get Perish trapped? Is that how? Oh my god. Is this real? Really should have yawned, I guess. Oh. Oh my god. This is actually really bad. It lives if it's at full health. Yeah. Alright, we just... Yeah, we can't win? I mean, definitely not against... Although they can't perish us. Maybe I just have to go for some yawns. Okay, I messed up. Well... I guess now I know, but we could have actually won that game. If we just yawned the Chansey and then, like, Yawn Polytoad. We're like in a decent spot because they can't actually perish song us because Torkoal is the slowest. And Incineroar was actually slow too. Interesting. The sidearms really effed me up, but we could have played that better too. And honestly, the first 4 to 5 turns of that game were like extremely interesting. Honestly, probably 6. Like the whole before we were down to our last 2 Pokemon, that game was actually really interesting. That's the way it is. So thoughts on Toxapex? Like, I know we only played it 1 game, but like, just you get a lot of information on a Pokemon in Team Preview, and just like how compelled do I feel to bring this Pokemon in Team Preview, and I never felt compelled to bring Toxapex in those 3 games, and it makes me just think and extrapolate of like, okay, well, like, what matchups do I want Toxapex for? And like, I can't think of an answer right now, which means it's probably not great. Like, it seems like it might be theoretically good if it's like a weird Porygon 2, Toxapex 2v3, although we like set that up game 2 and still lost, so like, I don't know. I don't really, I guess I'm not getting it. I don't get it. Well, I do get it. I get that it has a low play rate for a reason. So we tried Toxapex, we brought it in a game, it was pretty bad, but yeah, just in Team Preview, you just look at the Pokemon, you're like, it doesn't really do anything except make a good thumbnail. So that's it. Not the most profound episode, but like, sometimes you just have to play games just to grind out like one piece of information. Was Toxapex good? Played 3 games. It wasn't. A lot of extrapolation, but I actually do feel pretty comfortable like moving on from that Pokemon. You just have to trust the masses. Like, there's a reason it has an extremely low play rate in VGC. Apparently it's pretty good in singles. You put it on a team, you do a couple of games, and if nothing clicks, if you can't find even one single situation where it's good in, just save yourself some time and move on. Yeah, you didn't do the most robust experiment, but that's when you need to like crowdsource and really use the knowledge of the entire VGC community, which doesn't play this Pokemon. So I hope in a way this is a lesson of like, if you're curious, if you want to try a Pokemon, like, here's how to try a Pokemon out in 40 minutes. You know, just go play 3 games and then kind of cross-reference that with Picolytics usage and think like, yeah, some Pokemon are just bad. Alright, that's it. Pretty simple video.